insert this bad boy. Oh, wait. You stole my sticky notes.
I stole 2.
Okay.
I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Acting stupid. What's happening?
Stop it! Hi, I'm Nakara, and this is my theater video. Right now we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is my favorite number. Theater tips of what you should do in auditions. Gosh, I don't know what it was about my breath. I was like, Tip number 1, do not push your voice. Oh my goodness. When you go in an audition room, I've been in many different audition rooms. Some youth theater audition rooms where it's like everyone is sitting there in a chair and you go up and you sing in front of everyone. Sometimes when you go back to a room and you sing just in front of the director of the show. Sometimes when you go back and you sing in front of a casting director, the director of the show, an assistant director, and the musical person. So I've done a lot of different types of auditions. And the thing that I know everyone hates to hear is when you push your voice. Would you rather hear, like, if you're like, you know what I really want to sing? I really want to sing something by Mariah Carey. Number 1, what are you doing in musical theater? I'm kidding. You can sing Mariah Carey. If you can sing Mariah Carey. Please don't sing Mariah Carey. Would you rather hear somebody who's like hitting the notes and it's Amy and it's flawless and it's nice and it's pretty, or would you rather hear somebody really trying their best but just it sounds like they're hurting when they're pushing out notes? Number 1, that's a great way to damage your voice. Number 2, people don't want to listen to that, so why would they cast you? If you're tone deaf, or if you think you're tone deaf, you might be tone deaf. If you're tone deaf, do not push your voice. Sometimes they can just put you in the ensemble, you can fade back and sitting there, the hills are alive with the sound of music. But if you're pushing your voice, the hills are alive, that's not good. Stop it. Get some help. Tip number 2, not 4, 2.
Go.
Okay, try not to stress yourself out, because an audition is supposed to be fun. And when you stress yourself out, your voice can get shaky. You will just be panicking about everything. And then when the audition is over, you feel like you haven't done anything. Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay, good. For a second I was like, did I even press the button? Yes, I did. They will be able to see if you are stressed, especially if you're doing a self-tape, which a lot of people are doing because, you know, Corona. It's supposed to be fun. The audition is where you can play any role, no matter, you aren't cast yet, so you can play literally anything. If you're auditioning for Beauty and the Beast and you want to be Belle, be Belle! If you're not cast as Belle, you're cast as a silly girl or as a fork. You were Belle for that moment, so just have fun with your audition. Alright. Tip number 3, be confident, which kind of flows into the last one, so that was like, really got on my part for putting those next to each other. I'm kidding. Okay, Rui's over here. She gave me a lot of these tips I've been in over 30 shows. Why can I not come up with good audition tips? They can see confidence. You stand in front of that camera. If you stand in front of that camera like this and you're like, Disneyland. No! Stop! If you stand for the Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, they're gonna look at you. If you come in and you're just like, be our guest. Be our guest. They want something that's gonna grab them, and confidence grabs. Okay, next. Audition for a role you can realistically play. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. If your dream role is Eponine, but you are a blonde, 5'7", first soprano, they are probably going to look at you and say Cosette. You know what I'm saying? There is a chance you could play Eponine, so go for it. But keep in mind, Cosette. But also, if you are a 4'9", 37-year-old man with long, curly brown hair, luscious locks, and you go, you know who I want to play? Cinderella. You might want to keep your options open because you're not going to cast the Cinderella. If it's not your type, which I can do another video about types, your casting type, what you should be going for, different roles that you can look for, then don't audition for it. Audition for a role you can realistically get. On the back of that, study the characters. If you've seen a show and you go, I could play that role, and you know that is your casting type, and you know you can play that role, study the character. Look into what that character really, their story arc is, what they're feeling, what they start feeling in the beginning versus what they feel at the end. Maybe go and read the musical, try and find a script, or if you're auditioning for a play, try and find the play online and find different characters or different people who have played that role. You can just look that up on Google. Wikipedia, to be completely honest, the only time Wikipedia is actually accurate is with musical theater. Just study, get it together, and then show them that you can be that character. Also get acquainted with the show. You don't want to go in completely green. You don't want to go in and say, hi, I'd like to play Cinderella. I think she's in a blue ball gown. There's magic in this show? What? But no, don't go, you know what, I love the mystery of Edwin Drood. Let me go in and play Princess Puffer. Oh my goodness, she's an opium dealer. You gotta know the show. I did play her when I was 14. We changed the show a little bit because it was a youth production, and I don't do drugs. Nobody does drugs. Oh, well, people do drugs, but... Okay, what is this? Tip number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You should have numbered them.
I should have. Every audition is different. Like I was saying in the beginning, there are multiple different audition types you can go in. So don't sit there and go, well, this person's audition was like this person was like this. I don't mean like, well, this one I sing in front of everybody. This one I just sing in front of one person. Yes, but also, say, my sister Amy, who's off camera, yawning. You can hear her sometimes. Okay, so this person's audition, they had her sing and then they had her dance, and then they just didn't talk to her anymore. But my audition, I sang and then I danced and then they want to call back. You could both get an ensemble role. You could both get a speaking role. She could get a lead and they just needed that little bit and they went, that's her and that's what I want. Everybody's audition is different, so don't compare. Don't compare auditions. Because I may have had a good audition, she may have had a bad audition. The next show,
Mine was completely different. We went up in a group together and we did sections at a time.
Yeah.
With different people for the different roles.
Just, every audition is different, so don't get stuck thinking that this audition's going to be this way and then get thrown off your game because it's not what you think it was going to be. Tip number 5, sheet music. If you can afford sheet music, or if you have sheet music, or if you just happen to find sheet music, if you find sheet music, learn that song. If you're lying on the floor, pick it up and say, you know what, I'm going to learn it. If it's like, Proud of Your Boy, and you are a soprano, I want you to sit there and go, proud of your boy, I'll make you proud of your boy. Tie your hair back, put on a little fake mustache and go. Because people love sheet music. Sometimes in auditions, they'll ask you to sing a cappella just to see if you can keep a note. But
not normally.
Normally they really like sheet music because it's more interesting when you're singing and there's something backing you up. That way they can also get the timing of something. They can get the feel of the musical.
Also, they want to know how well you can sing with music without the words playing in the background.
Yeah, and how you can relate to an accompanist, to the piano player.
A pianist?
A pianist. I say it weird. Pianist. There's a certain way that you go up and you tell them everything, and a lot of the times, just a little secret hush-hush of the business, the accompanist, they play a very large part in if you get cast or not. Because they don't want to work with someone who's just like rude, like throws the music in front and goes, this is my tempo, please keep up.
nice to people.
Yeah, be nice to people. Also the crew. Because if the crew doesn't like you, you better believe you're not getting cast in another show at that theater.
The crew is scary. I feel like they're the scariest part of the whole entire, like...
When they say don't talk backstage.
Don't talk! They will come
Do
for
not
you!
talk backstage! A last and final tip.
Don't talk like Yoda!
Don't use the same song over and over and over again. Please. Because they get bored. A lot of the times. Even if you're not auditioning for the same director or casting director, they might see it. Like, if they're filming auditions, they might take that audition to another place and be like, hey, can you watch this for me and help me with this? So, say, Jim is over here, Bob's over here. You audition for Bob. Bob takes his video and goes, Jim, I need help casting. Jim watches
the video, sees you sing that song. Then, your next show, you have a show with Jim. You audition for Jim, same song. Jim's like, oh, interesting, she sang that same song the other show. That's weird, because it doesn't really fit this show, but I mean, it's fine. Jim then goes and gets casting with Bob and Sterling. Sterling also invites his little niece, Genevieve. So Jim, Bob, Genevieve, and Sterling are all watching you sing that song. Then your next audition, you sing the same song for little Sterling here. Not little, he has a niece. He's a full-grown man, Sterling man.
And he goes, does this girl know how to sing anything else?
And by that time, Jim, Sterling, and then of course Genevieve, because she's already in, she can't get out. She's in the casting seats. They'll watch you sing the exact same song again. And they're tired of it, they're like, you know what, let's just not cast her. Let's just throw her in your ensemble. Let's just not even listen, because we don't have to, because she's singing the same song.
So don't sing it over and over again.
From experience, it doesn't show your vocal range very well if you're singing the same song over and over, and it's not really proving that you have improved from the last time you auditioned. And I can't remember what else I was going to say.
Muscle memory also, if your technique has improved since you've learned a song, like a lot of the time if I go back to an old song, my technique goes back to that old song. Muscle memory will not change unless you really are focused on it. So if you're singing a song you've sung over and over and over again, you're just going to sing it the way that you always sung it. So they're not going to hear any difference in your voice.
It kind of goes hand in hand with not singing the same audition song over and over again, because they do get bored and it's not really fun. They also want to have fun watching the people audition. It's fun for them as well as it's fun for you. And it's not fun if they have to watch the same thing over and over and over again.
And I can do a video about overdone and overused audition songs. I can think of 3 right off the top of my head. So, okay, with that, I will say adieu. Oh, also, subscribe. What are you doing?
And
you made it to the end of the video. Subscribe. Oh, and like it.
And click that notification bell below!